I see and hear so many misconceptions about what it means to improve your body image. In fact, the word body image, I think, is super misleading or can be misleading, because what we're really talking about is how do you form a different kind of relationship with your body. And because of the world and era that we exist in, there's so many messages about how to improve your body image. What does a good body image even mean? And so I want to talk to you about how not only to improve your body image, but how to think about this differently, because I believe that that's an essential part of changing and shifting your relationship with your body. I want to talk about some common misconceptions that are out there that might be getting in the way of you improving your relationship with your body or your body image. Because let's be honest, if you are suffering, if you are hating your body, if you feel disgust by your body, it's probably taking up lots of headspace. It might be impacting your relationship with food and how you're nourishing yourself, and it can feel really hard to get out of that. So the question then becomes, how do you get out of it, especially when you're being told all the time that you need to love your body and accept every part of your body and embrace your body, and that can feel really overwhelming, especially when you're starting off on your body image healing journey. Be sure to check out the free resource that I have for you below. It is related to the fear of gaining weight if you were to start on a food and body image healing journey. This is something that comes up literally all the time. How could it not, considering the culture that we exist in and the amount of messages that you were sent about fat being on the body, about weight gain? So I think it's important that we address this head on. You may have that fear, and you may also want to heal your relationship with food and your body. So check out that resource. There are activities in it, there are journaling prompts, and this is meant to help you on your food and body image healing journey. My name is Catherine Metzelar. I'm a registered dietitian, certified intuitive eating counselor, and eating disorder specialist, here to help you create peace with food and your body so that all of it takes up less headspace and you can live your life with more freedom, abundance, and joy. You definitely want to take a listen to this. You're in a place right now where you're not happy with your body. You want it to change. You feel like there's fat in certain places that you don't like. You wish you had a certain body of a celebrity or somebody else in your life. You might even be experiencing discrimination or other really difficult things as it relates to your body and your body size. And you are just feeling like, how do I get out of this? How do I escape these constant cycles of just feeling like crap about your body? Then you go on social media or you go on YouTube and everybody is talking about loving your body and embracing your body and body positivity, and you just feel that feeling like, ugh, this is not something that I want. How can you go from hating your body and feeling disgusted to something like body love or body positivity? In my opinion, it's a huge jump, and if I'm completely honest and real with you, I actually don't think it's necessary to love your body or even like your body in order to change your relationship with your body or your body image. So then what do you do? What do you do if you're in a place where you're wanting to shift your body? How do you develop what one might call a good body image or a better body image if you are really turned off by the ideas of body love and body positivity? The first thing is, I want you to take a step towards understanding. It is impossible to change anything in our life, and in particular to shift your relationship with your body or your body image, if you don't understand what's actually going on. So if you're putting on the thinking cap of, I want to understand more about my relationship with my body, this includes exploring what were the kinds of messages that you received growing up about your body image? How were bodies talked about in your household? Have you experienced discrimination because of your body shape and size? What has your experience been like in your body as a human in this world? Now, you gather information from these questions before you make any changes or any shifts as it relates to your body image. And why is this important that we understand things? Because if we don't understand what's actually going on and all the things that have contributed to your relationship with your body up until this point in time, it's really difficult to change it because we don't know where to begin and what to start with. So you need to ask yourself some questions and seek to understand your lived experience, which is unique. Only you have experienced it. And then from there, you can start to do some other things related to shifting your body image. The second thing is that I want you to just toss this idea or expectation that you need to love or like your body. Would that be great? Sure. If that's a goal of yours, awesome. There is nothing wrong with it. But what ends up happening a lot of times with the messaging around loving or liking your body is that it further perpetuates a kind of way of thinking about your body, in that it perpetuates self-objectification. The messages that you've gotten before about loving your body and thinking your body is beautiful ends up just being applied to where you're at now. So there's this expectation that a lot of folks feel of feeling like, oh, I need to love and like my body in order to improve my body image. And so I think it's helpful to just get rid of that. Get rid of that expectation. You don't need to love or like your body. This is not what this work is actually rooted in and is about. The third thing is I want you to consider your lived experience in the world that includes but is not limited to your race, your ethnicity, your sexual identity, and other things that contribute to who you are and how you are in the world. The reality is we exist in a world where there is a lot of discrimination and a lot of beliefs that are put on us from a really young age, and that impacts your body image really, really significantly. We are told all kinds of things about bodies and about certain bodies. And if you've experienced racism or if you've experienced discrimination because of your gender or because of your sexual identity, all of these things actually are all related to your relationship with your body. If you've been told that your body is threatening out in the world, it's likely that you are going to engage in certain behaviors, for example, that seek to shrink your body so that you feel less threatening to other people. And that's one example of many. It's important that you think about and consider how who you are, your own identities, the things that you've been born with that you had no control over, have impacted your relationship with your body. Next, I want you to consider your dieting history. We know restriction and dieting is one of the most common ways that our body changes in shape and size over time. This is because the body can't distinguish the difference between diets and starvation. And so what happens is people's metabolism slows way down. And this continues on even after someone stops the diet and gains weight. We know that diets are completely unsustainable, and this often leads to something called weight cycling, where our weight goes down and then it goes back up and then it goes down and then it goes back up even higher. And you wanna take an inventory of that. Sit down and make a list of all the different diets you've been on, how it's impacted your body and your relationship to your body. Because even if it was bad to start, meaning your body image was bad to start, it tends to get worse over time. And so in knowing that information, it can help you to sometimes realize, okay, so no matter how thin I was or no matter what size my body was, I still wasn't happy. So the antidote to helping myself feel better about my body image is to not go on another diet and to not lose weight, that it's usually something much more deeply rooted, which is not to dismiss the very real anti-fat bias that exists in this world. And it can feel helpful to have that history so that you can make some decisions. And lastly, I want you to learn more about what anti-fat bias is, what medical weight stigma is, and whether or not this has impacted you or just generally how it impacts all of us, regardless of your body size. If you are in a larger body, you likely have experienced anti-fat bias, whether that's in a doctor's office or out in the world. If there was no seating in a certain setting for you to sit in, if you've experienced discrimination at work because of your body size, but even if you are not in a larger body and haven't experienced direct discrimination, it is essential in my opinion, if you want to improve your body image, that you understand how and why and where and all the who, what, where, when, why questions around your own anti-fat bias. This is not a criticism. This is something that we all have because of the culture that we exist in and the amount, millions of messages that you've been told about bodies and about fat. And that ends up showing up in our relationship with our body or our body image, because as you heal your relationship with food, it is not uncommon for your body to change, because usually you are weight suppressed and a lot of people gain weight, not always, in the process, and then therefore all those internal messages that you have and may hold come up, and that impacts your relationship with your body image quite negatively. So it's essential to understand those points. What is anti-fat bias? What is weight-based discrimination? How does weight stigma show up? And what are the beliefs that you hold inside of you? And how can you start to understand them? With that information, then you can decide how you want to challenge those beliefs, if at all. In summary, my hope is that this really challenges the belief that you might hold right now, that in order to have a good or better body image, that you need to love your body or feel positive about it. You don't. The first step in improving your body image is really understanding everything you've been taught, everything that's there, what it means to exist in this world, in your body, both now and in your past. And from there, that's when you start challenging yourself and changing things. But it requires, in my opinion, a first very compassionate step in gathering more information so that you can know what it means to have your body and exist out in the world. I think from that you can gather a lot of kindness and compassion. You're probably not there right now, I'm not sure, but I'm gonna assume that you're not there in terms of feeling a sense of kindness and compassion towards yourself. You've experienced a lot of things in your body, really a lot of difficult things. And even just in knowing that, I think it can be helpful in shifting your relationship to your body to one that maybe is more neutral, or one that is a little less painful, or that remains something that you actually don't like, but you still are able to nourish your body, feed your body, not punish it, even if you don't like it. If you like this video, I always appreciate a like below, and I'd love to hear your thoughts around this. Do you find that the messaging around body positivity and body love is helpful or harmful? What do you think about this? Also, if you are wanting additional support and looking for a resource because you're afraid of gaining weight as you're starting your food and body image healing journey, check that out. There's so much rich information on there about activities and journal prompts that you can try, and I will see you back here soon.